The next segment we have in this training session is going to be strength. The main exercise we have is going to be the barbell reverse lunge. So you could do bilateral squatting, or you could do single leg split stance, reverse lunge, split stance squat, whatever you want to do. But for this session, we're focusing on the reverse lunge. The reasons for that are the transfer to sport. In sport, you're going to be on one leg more often than you're on two legs, right? Whether you're running, you're jumping off one leg, a lot of times there's going to be a one leg requirement. And if you don't train one leg, okay, you're not going to have the strength that you need when that is called upon. So if you train both legs, it doesn't necessarily transfer to one, but if you train one, it does transfer over to two legs, okay? The next thing we have is knee stability. There's a lot of anterior knee pain from overuse injuries in sport, right? A lot of running, jumping, things like that, pounding, and it's going to take a toll on the body. So when we're doing barbell reverse lunge, we are focusing on all the surrounding musculature around the knee, as well as the prime movers such as like glute, quad, hamstring, things like that. Whereas when we're in a double leg squat, sometimes our adductors, things like that, get taken out of the equation just so we can move the weight so we can get a higher number, right? So by going back to a single leg movement, now we're working on everything holistically. The next thing we have is muscle firing pattern. So when we're doing a bilateral squat, a lot of times you're going to have a very, very extended back, and that's going to make the back extensors fire first. So in sport, a lot of times that's going to disrupt the firing pattern that we should have. So it's true that we need to have stability from the center, from the proximal to the distal, but if one muscle is firing out of order and it's firing at a increased rate, then it's going to disrupt our whole flow, and it's going to disrupt our movements and limit us from what we could actually get to in performance. The next reason and the next benefit that we have is it combats anterior pelvic tilt. So a lot of athletes, a lot of power athletes specifically, you're going to see an anterior pelvic tilt, right? So that's when the hips kind of tilt back. Think chest out. So basically everything that you're told in the weight room, right? Chest out, butt back, that kind of thing. So we're going to combat some of that anterior pelvic tilt, creating a little bit more tension in the core. And now by splitting the legs, right, the pelvis is in a different position. And so one leg, it's going to be a little bit more extended. Make sure we keep the core tight. That's going to combat getting into a poor position. But with that front leg being forward, it's going to help us get out of that a little bit more.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and share. If you want to get involved more, you can go ahead and stay connected via Instagram at Juka_Elite Performance. If you're looking for training, go ahead and click the link in the bio on Instagram.